We begin now in Rivers State. The expected resumption of office of Governor Siminalayi Fubara is still generating excitement in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Thousands of supporters gathered at the Port Harcourt International Airport, ready to welcome Governor Fubara back to the state. The governor's supporters had trooped out in their numbers on Thursday in anticipation of his return. He, however, failed to resume. After a 6-month state of emergency imposed by President Bola Tinubu, Fubara is expected to resume his duties soon. Right now, we have Austin Azu, who is on standby to give us more updates on this. Austin, you've been monitoring activity at the airport. Is there any sign of Governor Fubara's arrival or movement that suggests that he was returning to the state today? Because we've been expecting his resumption for over 24 hours now.
Yes, we are currently at the Port Harcourt International Airport, and behind me you can see a private aircraft believed to have conveyed the governor back to Rivers State after staying away from the corridor of power for the past 6 months. In and around me, you can see some supporters and some journalists outside at this point in time to take the entrance walk of the governor back to the city. Outside this tarmac, we have a mammoth crowd over there who are still expecting to meet with the governor. Drums, everyone seems to be celebrating the returns of the governor back to the state. Everyone is still waiting to see the governor stepping down from this aircraft, and it's believed that as soon as the governor steps down from this place, there are a motorcade outside that is going to convey the governor to the government house, thereafter proceed to other events that he might be doing today. So these are what we have at the moment. However, we are expecting the governor to step down. As soon as he steps down, we don't know if he's going to grant an interview with the press or maybe he will just move straight. But however, all things being equal, it's confirmed that the governor is inside his private aircraft, and that's why you see a lot of persons here to capture his first entrance back to Rivers after his absence from the States. So back to you, Blessing, in studio.
Thank you, Austin. Let me quickly come to Biola Festus, my colleague Biola Festus, who's also covering the Rivers politics. Biola, you've been speaking with residents who waited to welcome the governor. What are they saying about his no-show and the overall uncertainty even till this moment?
The people appear undeterred. Yesterday when we spoke to them, and even this morning, they said the time spent waiting for the governor is no waste, that they came out with their whole mind to welcome their governor back to the state. So they don't seem bothered about the man-hour that must have been lost yesterday, because the kind of crowd we had at the government house and on the streets of Port Harcourt yesterday, of course, without being told, indicated that several thousands of Rivers people did not go to their workplaces yesterday. So that man-hour they put out there just to welcome their governor. However, despite not seeing him that yesterday, they still stand on the stop. Well, I'm currently at the Rivers State Secretariat now. I was hoping to see crowd of people and those workers around here, but just a few workers have been seen around in the Rivers State Secretariat. Even in the offices, we could barely see the much people as expected. Perhaps some of them are at the airport waiting for the governor. Blessing.
All right, Biola Festus, has there been any statement from the government house itself? Because, I mean, the people deserve to understand what exactly is going on. If there's a certain kind of defiance or the absence is due to travels, people need to know because they have been anticipating his return. So has the government house, responded to any of this?
No statement, official statement from the government house from the midnight of the expiration of the emergency. But what we do know is that at about midnight, the former administrator of Rivers State, Ibokete Ibas, had inaugurated the head of service ahead of the governor's arrival. Don't forget that the former head of service was in the midst of some controversy that led to several discussions across the state. I'm talking about Nweke, who was the former head of service. So a new head of service has been appointed by Ibas just few minutes to the expiration of the emergency rule. So that's where we are at the moment. Well, when Governor Fubara comes, it's left for him whether or not to continue with that candidate or with that person that Ibokite Ibad had appointed just a few minutes to his exit from River State Government House.
All right, Biola Festus, please just hold on for a bit. Austin Azu, we can see visuals of the plane that you're standing in front of, and you've mentioned that there's some dignitaries there. Are we expecting movement anytime soon? Where is the plane moving to? What is the situation with the plane? All right, again, let's try to reestablish connection with Israel. Israel, please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Fantastic. So we understand that there have been a large crowd that gathered at the governor's government house. What is the atmosphere there at this moment? Because we understand that you are there to give us live updates, considering the fact that there was a no-show by the governor.
No-show by the governor yesterday could turn out to be a real show today, because from what you heard now from Austin at the airport, there's a mammoth crowd there waiting for the governor. Just yesterday there was a mammoth crowd here at the government house, at the other entrance into the government house. Speaking about the situation here at the government house, this area here is really calm. There is no one here, just a few security officials on the ground here at this particular entrance into the River State Government House, and we have gotten feelers that yes, he will be making use of this entrance into the Government House. We understand that this is to curtail the rush of onlookers and supporters who may be trying to welcome the governor, and this was what they tried to avoid yesterday. Some of them have claimed. So the situation here at the Government House on this side of it is calm. Just a few vehicular movements in this area, and then the people here are just eagerly waiting, anxiously, and indeed just happy to receive the governor. Blessings.
All right, Israel, thank you for the update. Let's try again to find out from Austin what's happening with the plane over there. Austin Azu, if you can hear me, what is the situation with the plane? Are we expecting movement anytime soon?
Blessing, behind me you can see a private aircraft, but we don't know if this is the aircraft that conveyed the governor. But everyone is waiting here, and we have a lot of persons who are here expecting the arrival of the governor. But we don't know if this is the aircraft that is conveying the governor. That's what we can confirm to you for now. Everyone is just waiting.
All right, so, but Austin, also let me find out from you if there has been any response from any government official where you are, or it's just been radio silence.
No one can confirm at the moment. No one can confirm at the moment. We don't have any authorities on ground to confirm to us if this is the aircraft that is conveying the governor.
Let me go back to Biola now. Biola Festus, we are expecting that hopefully the governor shows up today. Is there a crowd where you are? Are people gathered in expectancy, or have they been demotivated and gone home?
There are no gatherings in River State for the welcome of the governor apart from the airport. Now, all attention was focused on the government house yesterday. We had the mammoth crowd gathered around the government house yesterday, which went down to the street beyond the government house. So today, I was at the front of the government house some minutes ago, and there was not even what we reported from there earlier in the show, in our early morning show, and there was not one person there waiting for the governor to arrive. So all the supporters, all the people that are waiting for his arrival are currently at the airport, none outside the airport that we have been able to sight since the beginning of the day. Blessing.
Biola Festus, Austin Azu, and of course Israel, thank you so much for the update. And we're looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Hopefully the governor surfaces today. Still staying on Rivers politics, a very interesting turn of event, and of our correspondents who are covering this story, Austin Azu is currently where there is an aircraft conveying some dignitaries that we're not very certain who they are yet, and these is the live footage. So we're going to stay on this to find out if there's any movement and the dignitaries that we will see in the aircraft. All right, there you have it. The governor of Rivers State, who was expected to resume office yesterday, and this is following the excitement and expectancy of the people of Rivers State after the 6-month emergency rule declared by the president in the state came to an end yesterday. There was no show. There was a no-show by the governor, and this led to a lot of worry and uncertainty by the people of Rivers State. Contrary to yesterday, according to what Biola Festus had said, there is no crowd that gathered to welcome him today because people weren't sure where he was and why he was absent. But as you can see, our correspondent Austin Azu, who had been covering the aircraft, and at first we were uncertain which of the dignitaries was actually in the aircraft, but it turns out the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has finally resurfaced, and you can see a mammoth crowd around him. Is definitely eager to welcome him back into office. It's left to find out where he is headed to next and what his next line of action will be. But as you can see, the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, in person. All right, we're going on a short break now. When we come back, we'll still stay on River State politics and, of course, other stories. Do stay with us. All right, still on Rivers politics, we still have our correspondents, Biola Festus, Israel Eferobor, and of course Austin Azu, who is currently where the Governor Siminalayi Fubara is. Austin Azu, just to get a feel of what's happening there right now, we can see the mammoth crowd, we can see jubilation and rejoicing, and we can see a lot of movement. What is the situation at this time?
Okay, now the governor just arrived, and the mammoth crowd you are seeing behind me and outside these premises indicates that the mammoth crowd came to welcome the governor, and the governor is set to move from this place right now. Of course, you can see the vehicular movement and human movements. Of course, attention has now been shifted to Government House, so we believe that the governor will be going straight to Government House to assume duty. So that's what we have for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Austin Azu, for the update. All right, Israel, I'm hoping that you have been following. Thankfully, the governor has shown up today. You said it at your introduction that a no-show could be a re-show today. Based on your research and what the people have been saying and their agitations, how do you think that they will welcome this news, seeing as the governor has finally decided to come back into office?
Massive. The reception will be massive. The people will be happy, and they have been speaking to us since we got on the ground that they are hoping that he will come in and just steer the affairs of the state. They are happy. Everyone that I've spoken to ever since we came into town, they are all excited that the governor is indeed returning. You can see me trying to see exactly what's going on here, and that's because in the last 3 minutes there have been a large presence of security officials in this area. When you spoke to me earlier on, you did not see this number of security officials here, but they have mobilized in the last 2 minutes, and that's why we have so much activity at this particular entrance into the government house at this point in time. We have been reliably informed that the governor may just be coming into the government house through this particular entrance, and that's why we are standing by right here to capture that particular moment. For the people of Rivers State, they are happy, they are calm, they want their governor back, and we'll see how all of these pan out in the next few hours and in the coming days. Blessings.
So much for the update. All right, we're looking forward to seeing how this turns out, and we're waiting to welcome the governor of Rivers State, as Israel has said.